Yo, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I have got something very profound, very exciting to share with you today, alright? Something that's happened to me this week that's made me become much more, I would say, connected and aware of the higher self that each one of us has. So I'm going deep in, going straight in, no messing about, right? This week I had a very interesting situation, right? And every time you encounter a challenge, a failure, some type of what appears to be negative situation, you get the opportunity to respond, not react, respond. Now, if something happens to you, maybe things don't seem to work out the way you want. Do you get pissed off? Do you get annoyed? Do you get depressed? Or do you look at that situation and think, no way? So excited to see what better thing is coming, or what lesson I'm going to learn here, or what God is trying to tell me through this situation. What do you look at it through? You get the same situation, one person looks at it one way, one person looks at it another way. You get to decide. So I'll tell you what happened to me this week. Not really told this to anybody because I do not give energy to things I do not want to more of it to manifest in my life. So my wife knew because there was no hiding it. So at the gym, I can't remember, maybe it was Monday. You know I love the gym. If you've watched this channel or any of my social medias, you know I love it every day pretty much in the gym. Just love it. It sets me up for a day. However, on Monday I think I had a little injury at the gym. Just literally bending over, moving a dumbbell. Just wasn't even doing the exercise, just moving a dumbbell. And all of a sudden, bang, my back just blew up. I mean, I swear the pain was unreal and I could barely stand up, could barely sit down, could barely move. I was like, what the is going on? And the adrenaline was like pumping through my veins. I could feel it. I was just like, and I looked in the mirror in the gym, these huge mirrors on the wall. I started smiling and laughing, and I thought, what is the lesson here? Because you know that way when you just know, like when you do something like injure yourself, you just know that it's not a good one. You're like, I'm definitely going to be out of training for a while. So I haven't been able to train since this week, which has pissed me off the most. But I was like, no way, there must be some type of lesson here. There must be something good in everything. If something bad is there, it's because something good's there. There's always the law of opposites. So I was looking for the good. Key thing to take away, I was looking for the good. I thought there has to be some good situation here. Because I was trying to sleep that night and I thought, geez, lying in bed, anytime I moved, just like intense shooting pain all up my back. Like it was crazy, couldn't bend over. And you know what? This might go over some of your heads, but I had a really profound realization because I could actually detach myself from my physical body to escape the pain, because I don't take any medicines and things like that. That's a whole nother topic, but I'm not into any of that stuff. So I realized that we're all a spirit. We just live in this physical body. It's something we have. It's not something that we are. And I could literally detach myself, my higher self, and look at myself from the third person to get away from the pain. And it's an incredible sensation because it just, as the day went on and still I can feel the pain. It's an instant trigger for me to just take myself to that higher frequency. And this is why you need to be careful what you ask for. So we had a call the other day. I actually recorded the YouTube video, I believe last week it might have been, maybe 2 weeks ago. It's called 9-Figure Mentorship. On a call with one of our 9-figure mentors, right? And he was talking about the frequency chart and how at the bottom you have shame, you have guilt, fear, depression. At the top, the highest frequency is like joy, love, And the highest one was enlightenment. Enlightenment. I'm thinking, what's that? And I've printed them off and I've put them around my house so I see it. And I've one on the ceiling above my bed. So when I'm looking at that, when I wake up in the morning and before I go to sleep, I'm asking myself the question, Fraser, what does it mean to feel enlightened? What is enlightenment? And it was like a light bulb moment. When I could detach myself from this physical body, and look at myself from a third person, I was like, bang. At that point, I was like, this is what it feels to be enlightened, because I am looking at myself from my higher self, not attached to the physical circumstances. I have knowledge and understanding that I am not this body. Now, this is deep stuff, and those that study how the mind works, that study how really the principles of success work, will probably get what I'm saying. Now, if you don't have that understanding, you're going to think I'm fucking nuts. So you might watch this thinking Fraser has lost it. But I know some of you that's watching are thinking, man, he's just came to a realization. And that it's been so powerful. So every time that I've caught myself this week, thinking about the pain, I'm like, boom, let me take myself away from that and raise my frequency and look at myself objectively from that third person view. And I'm literally driving today and I'm looking at Fraser's body from the passenger seat of my car and I can see it. It's the weirdest thing, but it makes you realize everything is a manifestation of your imagination. So your imagination has created every situation in your life. And if it's created it, you can change it. So it's up to you. But just remember, you are bigger than your circumstances. You are bigger than your situation right now. And if you trust me enough to just believe that, but question why it is, and ask for the guidance and ask for the answers, it will be given. Maybe a different situation than I was, but it will. If you ask, it will be given. So I just wanted to share that. Hopefully you take something away from it, because I've certainly took a lot of good stuff away from this week. I've took what seemed to be a really shit situation and I've flipped it into something really positive. Now I cannot wait to get back in the gym, because I'm like, itching to work out, and my back's it keeps getting better every day, so don't worry. But I'm so grateful for the revelations. And I was also listening to an audiobook, and I'll end it with this. Like amazing, just like eye-opening, mind-blowing audio. If you want to know what it is, send me a message or comment on here, or send me a DM on Instagram or Facebook. It says that, and many times throughout someone's life, the only time that they actually come into contact with their higher self, so bear in mind, this just happened to me on Monday, and I listened to it today because I was looking for it. It said the time that a man becomes in contact with their higher self, a lot of the time is through some physical ailment where they might no longer be able to walk, so their other senses are heightened. Well, I could walk, so I was still grateful for that. However, I wasn't walking as much, but I was very limited in my movements, and that made me tap into my higher self, my ways of thinking. So just remember, every single thing that you're going through is a blessing. It is teaching you something right now, whether you think the situation is bad or good. Look for the lesson, look for the blessing, look for the thing, the seed that's going to nourish and blossom into the results that you want. Because every failure, every challenge, every adversity has in it the seed, just the seed of an equivalent advantage, which means you need to look and find that little seed. It could be so small, but if you take it and you nurture it, it will blossom into something greater. All right, so I'll leave you with that. Some of you are going to be like, fucking hell, Fraser, you've just dropped some bombs. Others, like I say, are going to think I'm nuts, and you can unsubscribe. So appreciate you all. If you're not already subscribing, go ahead, like it, share it if you found some value in it. I'm going to be coming on here every Saturday, just sharing some of my insights that I've been learning throughout the week. And listen, if you're one of these people that don't feel confident talking to the camera, it's just because you're too caught up in your own self-ego. You care too much about what other people think. And if you're thinking, I don't know what to say to the camera, it's because you're not taking any action and you're not growing, you're not actually doing anything. Because if you are, shit, you've got a lot of stories to tell, trust me. So I'll leave you with that. Much love. Let's go.